Hi, this is Anthony. Welcome back to my show. There's a lot of long form videos out there where you can learn a lot of stuff, or even enjoyable ones where you learn only one important concept, but you don't mind taking 2 hours to do so because the rest of the information is intellectually stimulating. This is the type of stuff that you can get from Ali Abdaal, either from his shorter videos or from his longer deep dive videos called Deep Dive with Ali Abdaal. Now, I have no connection with him. I have no financial relationship with him. I've never even corresponded with him. But he does have a lot of good information on productivity and organizing your time. And I think that there are very few people in the world that wouldn't benefit from a few items along those lines. So that's why I bring him up. Anyway, my whole point today is I want to keep this short. And so today's quote of the day is attributed to Buddha. Who knows if Buddha really said anything that memes on the internet attribute to him? It seems like he, Abraham Lincoln, and Winston Churchill did nothing in their lives but generate thousands of pithy comments and observations on life. Anyway, what I found that was attributed to the Buddha is anger is the punishment we give ourselves for someone else's mistake. Now, I think in many cases we can substitute the word actions in place of mistake in that quote. So let's think about this concept for a moment. Why do we get angry? Quite often it's frustration with other people's actions. Somebody cuts you off, perhaps unintentionally on the freeway. You get angry at them. Now that's a normal reaction. Because they did something that could have resulted in you getting in an accident, which at the very least would mean expensive car repairs and possibly could even include somebody's death. But after your initial response, which again is a natural reaction, staying mad at them doesn't do anyone any good. It just raises your blood pressure, and even if they realize that they cut you off, they might be jarred a bit and hopefully will try to be more cautious in the future, or they may not even realize what they did and they're going about their day completely unaware of you being upset with them. When it comes to the news, I used to be a news junkie. I like to know what's going on around the world, and as I've said in a number of videos, I have a degree in political science, actually 2 degrees, and I used to work in Russia and went to college in Eastern Europe for a year. And I have quite a bit of interest there. But I don't spend much time consuming news about what's going on in Ukraine or Israel because it just makes me upset over these senseless wars. I think that what some leaders or people in those countries or in the capitals of Western Europe and in Washington, D.C., I think that those leaders have made mistakes, and often a long series of mistakes. Now, am I responsible for anything that's going on in those countries? No, and neither are you. But when I watch the news and see the idiocy from many governments and leaders, I get upset, and that's not healthy for me. And again, back to our quote, I'm getting upset because of mistakes made by other people. Now, if you have a spouse or you have children or other family members, you may get upset by mistakes or actions that they do, and because you're tied to them in a familial relationship, you sometimes can't extricate yourself from their orbit. But hopefully, you'll take the time to talk to them about what it is that they do that upsets you. Because after all, you're probably not really upset with your spouse, you're upset with your spouse's actions. And if they just stop making what you see as mistakes, then you'd be much happier with them and the relationship would be much happier in general. Now, that's sometimes easier said than done. I have an ex-wife because we could not come to an agreement where we could overcome the amount of chronic mistakes being made that led to, if not outright anger, at least frustration on my part. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Please leave your opinions in the comments section, and hopefully if you like this, you'll hit the like button. And if you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button. I would love to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Thanks so much, and please look for my other videos.